I'm trying to figure out how to start this video off because this is a big conversation that needs to be had and a big talk that needs to happen, but I don't really know how and even where to start it. Um, so I mean, I guess if you all are in the Halo community, you probably heard yesterday. It is confirmed that HCS this year, after this year, Worlds 2025, which is at the end of October, the HCS will be stepping back for 2026 while they are focused on the future of the next game. Um, so yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on exactly. It seems like right here they said you can expect there to still be more online and LAN competition for Halo Infinite, and that they will be supporting like events for things like Halo 5 and MCC, like they have done. But it seems like they're toning down a little bit. Um, I'm not gonna look too far into it because I don't know exactly what's happening yet. I would assume we will probably hear more about that, at Worlds or something. But it's unfortunately it's kind of sad because we just do not really see a lot happening right now with Halo, and it's kind of really concerning to me. Like, I know I haven't been making Halo content recently, and I've been wanting to do a big talk, and this kind of gives me like an excuse to do that big talk. Because if y'all know, since I've started, I think it was back in 2023 when I first started making content. It was all Halo. That's all I did. I talked about Halo news. I played Halo. Talked about random shit while playing Halo. Had the goal of hitting Hero, and we ended up doing all of that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that was some of the most fun I've ever had in my entire life, and it was genuinely such an enjoyable experience. Like, I've made great friends from doing that whole thing. Like, my buddy Austin, who you all may know, my buddy Blair, who you all also probably know, because I know a lot of people for some reason that watch Blair also for some reason watch me. I don't know why. Because Blair is such a fantastic creator compared to me. I'm just a dude that sits here and talks about stupid shit, and that's like 99% of what I do. Um, but it makes me sad to know that this year is kind of the official end of Halo Infinite, at least in its life cycle, which really sucks. Like, I love Halo Infinite. I do not care about the hate you may have for the game. I do not care if you're going to sit there and spew in my comments about how much you fucking hate Halo Infinite. This game brought me back to playing FPS games in a way that I never expected. I played Halo Infinite launch. Didn't really have like a rig where I could like run it super well. So I was like, well, fuck, now I really can't play it. Stuck to still playing like MCC quite a bit. And then I finally like updated my fucking PC rig, and I was able to play Infinite finally, like to its fullest extent. And it's one of my favorite games of all time. That can be said without a doubt. That like genuinely, I fucking love this game. While I haven't been playing it as much recently because I really just don't have anything to do, because I mean we can tell in the updates as well that like they're kind of winding down on Infinite. There's not a lot to do in the game now. Like, the updates are nowhere near as big. There's not a lot of hype around them, so it doesn't really make sense for me to sit there and cover them. I will say, like, the Legacy update was really fucking dope. That was one of the funnest times I've had playing Infinite in a good long while. And like, this current update's pretty good too. Like, the S&D mode, I did a whole video on it, and it's a really fun mode. Is it something that I'm gonna like sit there and grind out? No, not necessarily, but it is a really fun mode. And I'm honestly just really excited for the next game. Genuinely speaking, like, I've spent 2 years making Halo content and have really went all in on it. It's kind of been a part of my personality now that I'm now the Halo guy to a bunch of my friends, and that's completely okay with me. Of course, we still have games to look forward to this year. We have, Gears Reloaded coming out. We have the new Call of Duty. If it's good, I'll end up doing content on it. Of course, I've been doing Destiny content, which has been super fun and refreshing for me. I will say some of that's due to the fact that I didn't play Destiny for like 4 years, so it's been really refreshing, like hopping back into that. It's been really fun playing with like Bradshaw and everything, just having like really fun times and having some of the homies on to play. Um, but man, it really upsets me. Like, and I'm kind of concerned about how the Halo community is going to even look next year. Like, I'll be honest, this puts a lot of like on the backs of grassroots Halo competitions, like specifically like LVT. And I'm really hoping that with this news, LVT like in Shopify go all out with the Pro League. I really do hope that is what happens. I think that could really put a lot of light on Halo still and keep it, in conversation. I'm really hoping on that, and I'm hoping that's what LVT does. I know that Louis went on yesterday and did like a little bit of a talk. I didn't get to watch it because I was at work, unfortunately. But I am gonna try to like go see the VOD and everything and watch over it, see what he has to say. I'm just really hoping that like that's kind of what it allows us for like those people to kind of ramp up and do some things, and who knows, maybe that allows for them to get partnered with like HCS or have them come on board with HCS to help in the downtimes between games. It doesn't seem like, at least I would hope, is not going to be as big as like the Halo 5 lull was when everybody went playing Halo 3 for some reason. That was fucking odd. I don't know why that ever happened. But also, I do have a discussion that I want to have here with this video. I know it's not going to be the longest, but this is a big video for me. Like, genuinely, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with Halo content for the next year, if there's even going to be Halo content here for the next year. Who knows? I might like go back and play some MCC or something, but like, genuinely speaking, I've done everything I wanted to do with Infinite, and I had a blast doing it. The amount of clips I've hit, the amount of trick shots I've hit, the amount of fucking grinding I've done, the funny moments. You can go all throughout this channel, and I'm not even kidding you. If you take it like step by step, watch the clips that I've hit. There was one point that I had 100 gigabytes of fucking clips, 30 to 20 like 10 to 30-second clips. I had 100 gigabytes on my fucking PC from that. If that doesn't tell you that like I played the shit out of this game, I don't know what else to tell you. I have put so much fucking time into Halo Infinite that it's like it's genuinely a part of me at this point. Like, I love the fucking game. Like, as much as I love Halo 3, Infinite's right there with it. It's one of my favorite Halo titles of all time. I don't care about the issues. I don't care about the lack of content. I fucking love that game. It is so damn good. But to kind of round that out, of course, next year there is the speculation that due to it being, as said in here, as that it's Halo's 25th anniversary next year. There's a lot of speculation between, oh, we're getting a Combat Evolved remake, which is different than a remaster. I want to remind people of that. Remakes are a complete redux of the game. A remaster is just usually upscaled graphics. It's really all it is. Kind of the same with like Combat Evolved Anniversary and Halo 2 Anniversary. Those are remasters. The core gameplay elements have not changed one bit. It plays damn near the exact same. It's just different graphic styles, and they've kind of like upscaled it to look a little bit better. People like it and dislike it. There's arguments for both, and I completely understand both. I've seen one recently, and I'm actually going to do a whole video on like something that I've seen recently about skyboxes in Halo 2 from the original Halo 2 made by Bungie and the anniversary edition made by 343 and Blur Studios. Which Blur just did the cutscenes, but that's besides the point. There was like a context about like skyboxes in games, which I think is genuinely wholeheartedly one of the things that Bungie just nails out of the fucking park in every game that they've ever made. If you've never played like a Bungie title and looked at the same like the skybox around you, like what does the environment look like outside of the main area you were in? It's fucking gorgeous. Like in Destiny, like dude, I don't know what the fuck Bungie's on. They may cook up a dog shit ass DLC, but goddamn does that bitch look beautiful. But I have a whole video coming out on that I really want to do, so expect that in the near future. It's going to involve a lot of stuff from like old OG Halo and Destiny and modern Halo. So I'm expect that in the near future. If this Combat Evolved thing comes out next year, there's already been news that it's not going to have a multiplayer, which I'm not going to lie, kind of makes me a little bit sad. I know people don't really like it nowadays, but dude, I have such a soft spot for Combat Evolved multiplayer, and there's a lot of reasons behind it. It was one of the first Halo multiplayer experiences I had. The same day that I got introduced to Halo 2, I also played Combat Evolved for the first time. And on top of that of all things, I remember back in high school that me and a bunch of my friends, we found a way to get Combat Evolved's multiplayer on the school computers at school. This is when I lived in Florida. And I remember that every day during lunch, we would all go to the rooms where all the computers were, and we would have like little Halo tournaments. And it was some of the most fun I've ever had. And it's a big reason why I genuinely love Combat Evolved so much. Is like, I remember we would all hop in there. It'd be like snipers lobbies where we would do like, you know, like pro settings and stuff like that. And it was genuinely some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. And knowing that the remake is possibly not going to have a multiplayer makes me really sad. Because when I hear remake, I'm like, oh, the game's getting redone. Like, could you imagine Combat Evolved? But if we had weapons like the pistol wasn't the main thing. You had like the DMR and the battle rifle, but set in like that era. So it's like a little bit different from Halo like 2's and Reach's DMRs. It's a little bit more, well, it'd be closer to like Halo Reach's DMR. I genuinely think that would be so fucking fun because it would give a new light to a game that I hold in such high regard that I can't live without it. Like, genuinely, if Combat Evolved ceased to exist, if I didn't play this game as much as I have in my life, I don't know if I'd be the same person. That game, I love that game. Now, sure, is there elements that I'm going to miss from the original? Of course there is. There's nothing more fun than hitting your first overkill with the Magnum. It just feels so fucking good in that game. There's something that feels so good about learning the nade areas to like launch weapons to yourself, like plasmas and even frags. The health system, it feels different. It's not the same as all the other Halos. It's more akin to Halo Reach, but Combat Evolved has such a unique feel to it that no other Halo to me has like actually replicated in like the art style. It's very like liminal and like unsettling. It's very eerie, and that's one thing I've always loved about the game. And I know that the remake isn't going to have those elements, but I'm really excited because I have a feeling it's going to be just an absolute banger. And without it having multiplayer, it's gave people the kind of idea that, well, are we going to get a Halo standalone multiplayer? Is it going to be, a standalone game that gets updated, yearly or so, or like has updates throughout the year, but then like gets like a big update every year where it completely changes the game a little bit? And I wouldn't be opposed to that because one, that makes Halo content for me a lot easier and gives me an excuse to play a lot more Halo. I've already played enough, but that's besides the point. But it gives me a lot of ideas for, content on those ends. And then, they'll have their games come out that is just the story, the campaigns. And I think that would be dope too, because that puts a whole team over there working on the multiplayer side. They don't got to worry about, oh, we got to implement like things from this new game into the multiplayer, which might, kind of cause some sway and harm to it. But instead, they can just focus on the multiplayer end of things. HCS can do their thing, which I think would be really good. I think these lulls in between HCS, between Halo games, isn't necessarily a great thing. I think, for example, like if we've seen COD do this, I don't think it would be that great. Now, I would like for COD to have a 2-year cycle, but like having like a year lull in between like COD, I think it'd be a little weird too. And I kind of feel that same way with Halo because it's the only esports that really does that. I don't know if any other esport that does that other than Gears. Unfortunately, it sucks because Gears competitive is one of the funnest things to watch. And I promise you all here right now, if the Gears Esports League comes back, buddy, we are watching events. We are going to have a great fucking time. We might start a watch party here. I'm not going to cap. If that happens, we will be watching, we will be consuming, and we will have a great fucking time because I love watching competitive Gears. It's some of the most fun shit you'll ever watch. But it makes me worry about the community side of Halo too, because Halo has had a community issue for a really long time. I've talked about it in videos before, and it's actually part of the reason why I like kind of slowed down on Halo content was I got tired of it to a degree. I'm gonna be honest, there's only so much arguing that a fella can do before he goes fucking insane. And so I've like interacted with the community a little bit less. That's why I haven't been playing as much or why I haven't been doing content. Is because Halo's community is so like shot off into different areas. Like you have the HCS people, you have the casual creators, you have like cosplayers, you got lore guys, and at some points, like that's one thing I love about Halo Worlds is Halo Worlds really does mend it all together. So it introduces everybody to each other. Of course, not everybody's going to that fucking event, but you know what I mean. It merges those worlds together in a really really good way. And I'll be honest, I think like HCS has been doing a great thing this year of like adding more personality to the players, like doing these like little videos and stuff with them. It adds more personality, and I feel like it's actually kind of interlinked, but it's still very scattered, and certain communities fucking hate the other, and it creates a lot of just like weird elements, and it really fucking sucks because like this community is too fucking small already to be scattered. And if we really don't come together the next year and like support creators, support people who are hosting events, like I don't care if you're not playing Halo Infinite anymore. If you care about Halo and the community at hand, you need to be supporting creators. You need to be supporting people who are making the content. You all need to be supporting people who are throwing out like little competitions, either they're like pro competitions or just for fun. Like, go, like, support these individuals. It's something that I have such a big issue with Halo, that a lot of people don't understand it whenever I get irritated about this, is at times Halo feels like a popularity contest when it is not in the fucking place to be held like that. There's maybe like 4 or 5 creators in the Halo scape right now that are genuinely doing well. And it sucks because I feel like a lot of like people aren't focusing on like smaller creators who are really trying to bring something new to the community. Like, I'm gonna be honest, one thing that I do that I don't think any other Halo creator fucking does, I've never seen one that does this, because a lot of people just do kind of the same style of content. I just do cut comms. If you like a fella that's gonna sit here and just yap and talk about shit, I make content for you. I'm not here to do deep dive lore videos, which I would love to, and I've thought about it, but there's so many people that already do that that I don't want to oversaturate that more. Yes, there's people who do machinimas. I don't want to do that because I don't want to oversaturate it. I do my own thing and I'm going to keep it that way for the time being because it's what I like doing. I like hitting my record button and just talking about shit. Whether it has to do with Halo while I'm playing Halo, whether it has to do with another game while I'm playing Halo. That's just kind of what my content is. And it sucks to a degree because Halo is such a popularity contest that a lot of people who are really good creators, and I'm going to use one as an example because he's one of my friends, is my buddy Austin, who puts together crazy fucking content. If you've never stopped by one of this man's streams, you are missing out on some of the most fun ever. Like, there's a reason that this dude is someone that I look up to while I might bully him every day. He's someone I do look up to because he puts his all into every piece of content he does. He may not release a YouTube video every day or stream every day because he has a full-time job and a family, but when he goes live, he brings energy like no other. And it's something that you can, like, it sucks because he gets no light for it. Even though he's doing more than like half the fucking Halo content creator community. He's an actual personality that is great. And I feel like if the Halo community doesn't start like actually paying attention to these certain types of people, it's going to end up hurting the community in the long run because it's just going to be the same bullshit again and again. And I hope that changes within this next year with the HCS kind of taking a little bit of a lull. I hope that allows for a lot of other people to grow. And I especially hope for my friends and sometimes myself, even though I haven't been doing as much Halo content. But I have been debating on doing some MCC content. So if y'all do want to see that, please let me know down below and I would greatly appreciate it. And I've been yapping for like almost 20 minutes. So I am going to go ahead and hop out of here. We will be live tonight. I am working a little bit of a later shift, but after I get home and eat and everything, I should be starting around 9:30, 10 o'clock EST. So come by, say hi. The Twitch link is always down below. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't, because I do announce my lives and everything there, and I put out my videos there as well. So you can just go and, click the link to come straight to this channel where I do everything. Other than that, though, I love you all, and I will catch you later.